Are you looking for the next craft beer to drink? Well, maybe Hopgazer from Roak Brewing is the one for you. Welcome back, everybody. So we are going to try Hopgazer. This was $3.69. I did pick this one up at Hoffman Street Grocery. This is a New England style pale ale. Date on this, it was canned on 1/17. So I'm guessing it is ending its life as this is June. So a little over 5 months old. We'll see how it is this old. It does have the ABV and IBUs on the can, 6.5% ABV and 60 IBUs. Just going by Untapped, this says 6.7 and the can says 6.5, so it's a tiny bit off. Let's go ahead and get it into a glass. Color still looks good. No, hasn't been oxidized or anything. So yeah, for the $3.69, this is 1 pint, 16 fluid ounces. It does give a little bit of a description, but we're not going to really look at that until we are done. Kind of cool can. It does have like UFOs over the Earth with some stuff coming down that says Roak on there. So if we look at it, off-white, kind of almost yellowish head, I'm guessing that's the transparency coming up through the color of the beer. All small bubbles, about a half a finger. Looking at the bubbles on the side, they are more spread apart like bubble wrap. If we look at the color, watered down orange juice, very hazy. I cannot see through it. A ton of bubbles coming up that I can actually see around the outside of the glass. Let's go ahead and get a smell. Fruit, a little bit of citrus, and a tiny bit of pine in there. Yeah, that fruit juice is what sticks out the most, but I do pick up a little citrus and a tiny bit of pine. I would say for this being canned on 1/16, the smell is right on for a New England IPA. I'm not getting as much of that yeast quality as I usually get out of the smell of some of the other ones, but it is that juice bomb that you would expect in a New England IPA. Let's go ahead and get a drink. Not as citrus or fruitiness as I was thinking it was going to be. I do get a little bit more malt out of this. My guess is because it is a older can that those hops are starting to go down, then that malt is starting to come up. There is some citrus, some pininess there. I'm getting more of that pininess out of the taste than the smell, but I was getting a little bit of that pine in the smell. A little bit of bitterness in back. Medium-bodied beer. Not bad. I wouldn't say it's anything to die for. I would probably go 3.5 out of 5 on this. The aftertaste is more of like a citrus pine than anything. Yeah. In the taste, you do get a little of that maltiness. Then afterwards, that citrus pine is what comes out. Let's put the rest of this in here. There, now the head is white from swirling it up and pouring it in there. Yeah, not a bad beer. I am getting some bitterness now in there. Excuse me. If we look at the back, this is dry hop with Citra Amarillo. Aromas of orange, grapefruit, tropical fruits. Yep, bitterness in the taste with some sweetness. I'm really not getting the sweetness. That malt, that citrus malt is what I get the most. Shaking that up and putting it in there, I'm not getting as much maltiness as I was before. Maybe I needed to roll the can a little bit more than I did. Yeah, yeah. With that, that end has taken out that maltiness that I was getting. It's more kind of a fruitiness, citrus kind of taste in there, followed by some bitterness. The pine is still there, but it's not as much. So yeah, everything must have settled to the bottom, and I didn't roll it enough to really get it incorporated. Yeah. I would probably have to go up to a 3.75 out of 5 on this one, just because that maltiness has went down, that fruit juice has went up, so I'll give it a little higher score. It's still nothing that really stands out to me. I'm guessing that's because it's an older can, but yeah, 3.75 out of 5. And obviously it's carved. So 20 of my friends have had this, average 3.8 out of 5. Excuse me. Almost 3,500 people have rated this, average 3.84 out of 5. One guy gave it a 3.5, another guy gave it a 4.5, Brandon gave it a 3.75. So I think I'm in the ballpark, and also with this can being, let's just say, 5 months old, it has held up. I would like to see what a fresh one does taste like, because I'm guessing most of these scores are from fresh. And if I'm giving it a 3.75 now, would I have went higher? But that's what they had. That's what I got. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this beer review. And until next time, happy brewing.